Hey guys, it's MugenLord and we're back again.
It's right. Kill answer.
And today we're going to talk about the Nintendo E3 press conference, you know, what we thought about it, our impressions, and I guess we start off with Kill Lancer this time around. So what do you think? What was your impression? What was your thoughts?
Oh man, I was just like totally like hype about Nintendo. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to see the games, like what you have to offer with the system and everything. As far as I think I was highly impressed with the pacing. Like we had like the whole cutesy games, you had the action.
Speaking of pacing, I think as far as presentation is concerned, I think Nintendo had the best presentation as far as the intro. Because when it opened up, it started with a cow and chicken.
Yeah.
Type of intro. It had Reggie come on stage.
Oh
and
my goodness.
People saying, oh, this is gonna be another Mario game, and where's mother at, and all this other kind of stuff.
Personally, I think Nintendo always has good presentation. That's why I think they win most of the time.
Yeah, it was so amazing because after they did the whole like robot chicken type intro, then they went straight to Iwata and Reggie Fils-Aimé and them fighting out and fighting. Yeah,
I was boiling. Reggie gets under my skin most of the
this
time.
guy, no, see this guy, he can't stand Reggie, but
he's a pizza man.
He's a Reggie hater.
Yeah, Reggie here, exactly. Reggie, that's my man right there. That's Reggie, my boy right there. But yeah, their intro, their overall presentation, I was impressed with it. It got you excited, got you hyped, and with the presentation, they flowed right into a game, which they started off with Super Smash Bros. Wii U, which we're not going to really touch bases on. We're going to do a whole separate video.
And same thing that goes for
Smash,
right?
yeah, and on Smash Bros. Wii U and Amiibo. We will talk about that in a separate video, but I like how they just seamlessly flowed into it. And then they just went on to show off many different titles, and this is why, to me, in my opinion, I think as far as a grade is concerned for the Nintendo press conference, I believe they deserve an A. Microsoft had an A-, and Sony had a B. The simple fact is they have more exclusives for that. Like when you go in there and you watch the conference, all those games they showed, you was only able to get on Nintendo. You wasn't able to find these games anywhere else. And then they showed off the Yoshi Woolly World.
Yeah. No, but it's a better version of Kirby Yarn to me. That's all it is.
Yeah, it looks like of course that they enhanced it, made it they made it a little bit better than Kirby Epic Yarn. They have the co-op play and it's a little bit more things you can do with the yarn this time around.
It looks like a good game, but it's not my cup of tea.
Exactly.
I think it's a couples game. That's something you sit down and you play with your girlfriend. That's what it is to me.
And this game impressed me, and I'm very shocked, and I want to buy it. It's the Captain Toad treasure thing.
Oh yeah.
Now don't get me wrong. I liked it for the simple fact was, first seeing it, I was like, oh, this is probably like some DLC or
exactly.
Because they had it on the last Mario game that came out.
Yeah, Mario 3D World.
Like Nintendo just keep finding new ways to milk something, and it works.
Yeah, so when I first seen it, I was another DLC on Mario World, but no, there's some legit gameplay to this.
Yeah.
It's some like the way you use the gamepad to even play this game, and the way the level designs are, it's kind of like a more intense action puzzle game. And I like how they had, especially when Toad was running through like the volcano and the little fire and the dinosaur thing. And I thought that was interesting. I would play the crap out of that game. I'm not gonna lie. It looks overall fun. Yeah. And then Nintendo also announced their new first-party game called Splatoon.
We'll talk about that on another video.
Yeah, we'll go into more detail.
Then they trolled with Star Fox, the new Star Fox game. Not really much information or anything on it, but they basically did what they did with Kingdom Hearts 3, what Sony did with that. They basically just saying, all right, still working on it. So we're working on that game. So don't be panicking. It's never gonna come out.
What I'm surprised about with Nintendo never really show anything if they're not ready to show it.
Until it's near.
And even though like with Miyamoto, even though you didn't use it with Star Fox, it was blurry. They blurred it out just to troll you. But they weren't ready to really show the game to the public. But the people who were at E3, like the press, like IGN and GameSpot and a lot of other companies that were there, they were able to get their hands on it, and they even said themselves that it's pretty much in like an alpha type stage of the game. They're still messing around with stuff. What they were basically saying was, they're thinking about different ways you can utilize the gamepad. And they say it's genius how they did it with the Star Fox game. What they're pretty much saying is, there's one example that they're talking about, Miyamoto was talking about, is how on the old Star Fox games, as you're flying the ship, and you see an enemy coming up, but you're trying to dodge him, but at the same time you're trying to shoot at him. The moment you turn your plane up, you no longer have that vision to see him and also fire at your enemy. But with the gamepad, even though you're directing the ship, with the gamepad you're looking at the camera view of the guns, and you can look it down. So as you're going up, your guns is still aimed down. You're able to shoot down at them and stuff like that. So the gamepad is pretty much the cockpit view, and on the screen is pretty much the third person view. So you're still able to look around and see within the ship while flying around. Now it may seem kind of confusing. How can I do both at the same time? But for the people that played it and got their hands on it, it works. So I can't wait to see what they do with that. And like DX Strike said, they pretty much put this out there to tell everybody to shut the F up. And we're working on the Star Fox, so don't worry about it. Just stay calm, what like that.
Where's my F-Zero though? Come on.
Now that's the thing. Now that's another thing too. Miyamoto said they've been working on this Star Fox for 6 years. So if they've been working on Star Fox for 6 years, and we're just now hearing about it, I can pretty much bet you that there's an F-Zero in the works.
Yeah.
And they're just not ready to show anything. And that's another thing that Miyamoto said too with the Star Fox. He was saying that they're still messing around with the gameplay mechanics because they're still not done yet. They have other vehicles. They said there's like a helicopter type drone. You can drop down.
Get the heck
out. While you're controlling the ship, you're looking at the gamepad controlling the drone. But you're defenseless with the ship because you're controlling the drone. So you have to control both at the same time. And you're looking to partner with another company to help them come up with more gameplay ideas. That's why I think they want to do F-Zero.
Hopefully, it's multiplayer involved.
Yeah,
of course. I'm talking about story mode multiplayer.
But sorry about that. It's turned into a Star Fox video. But yeah, we mentioned talking about the Splatoon. Then all of a sudden, there's another game that the third is a first party Nintendo game. Is this Asian guy with glasses, with shades, he had all these tattoos. What is it called?
Devil's Third.
Yeah, it's Devil's Third.
The gameplay looks good because I like hack and slash, but the thing is, the hero doesn't attract me. He doesn't look memorable, and I'm not a ball-headed hero type fan, so I'm good.
The gameplay mechanics seems pretty intricate.
To me, it's going to get repetitive.
Come on,
it's hack and slash.
But let me put it this way: it's not bringing anything new to the table.
But it's still.
Well, I mean, Nintendo needs games. Yeah. There's neat games, period. So, but also I like about the E3 press conference, they didn't shove 3DS down the people's throats. You know, like 3DS is a working product. We know that the 3DS, whatever 3DS will put out, people are going to buy it. You know. And the Nintendo Wii U is the one that suffered, and they need to put their console in the forefront than to keep shoving the 3DS down there.
That's exactly what they did this year.
From what I've known about the conference, all they had was Nintendo Wii's just set up for display. Nobody really seen any 3DSs, and
that's a good thing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good thing. We need Nintendo consoles back in the forefront as far as that's concerned. Then they did show a little teaser to the Pokemon, the Ruby. What's it called?
Omega, I think it's Omega Ruby and Sapphire Alpha.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it looks good. Like, you know, it's just it's an X and Y graphics and everything like that. But I'm still haven't played my X and Y yet. So
it's still in the package.
No, I opened it.
You opened it and then you played it.
All right. Anyway, so after they showed that off, there another? Hyrule Warriors, of course. We will make a Zelda video to its own. We'll talk more about that, and then the
new Zelda game,
next generation Zelda, which they trolled. They really teased it with that.
We have the Xenoblade Chronicles X. The name, I understand they're trying to keep the franchise with their name and everything, but we're gonna get into that in another video because that just needs a video to itself.
Yeah, but I think overall, the only thing that disappointed me about the conference was how short it was. It was short, but it was effective. I give that to Nintendo.
Was it 30 minutes? right?
Yeah, it was like 30, 40 minutes. It wasn't really that long compared to when we seen Xbox was constantly just throwing out games, and then Sony was the longest to me. But that's the only thing that really disappointed me. But overall, Nintendo, they delivered. They showed some games, and that's what people want to see for the Wii. They want to see some games. It might not be games that you as that individual may care for, but it shows some games that that Nintendo fans can look forward to, and you can only find it on Nintendo. So that's why I give Nintendo an A as far as the conference is concerned. So that about wraps up our Nintendo E3 impression and the conference, and we'll see you guys soon for the next video. This is MugenLord.
That's right. You know that too?
Signing off.